Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, it's been reported that Judith Durham's family has accepted an offer from the Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews for a state funeral for Judith. This is very good. It's very nice, very fitting. A bit of a surprise, but it sort of makes sense. She was basically an Australian icon and an ambassador for the Australian music industry, which she basically put on the map in the 60s. So I think it's quite fitting. I'm not sure exactly when it is. It was announced yesterday. But I'm really glad to hear about that. We're hearing some more information about her passing. Basically, she actually had lung problems her whole life. She had measles when she was 4 and she developed some sort of bronchitis or something. And she had to manage that her whole life, which must have been a source of anxiety being a singer. But she managed it. She was very good for health. She didn't smoke, didn't drink, very healthy lifestyle. She was always able to perform. But she did have lung disease, and it did eventually affect her heart, and that's what caused her to die. Her sister was nice enough to arrange a phone call to the other members of the band. So the boys in the band were able to say goodbye to her the last day, which I'm really glad to hear, because it's just nice to know that there wasn't like a sudden thing and they were able to say goodbye and that. And they saw her as like a younger sister and they were like a family. So I'm really glad to hear that. And there have been a lot of emotional interviews with the other band members who are sort of awash in a deluge of like a tsunami of love for the band and for Judith and everything and their history, and a new appreciation of their history and what they did for Australian music. I mean, these guys started off playing in coffee shops and that around Melbourne, and then they just went off and conquered the world. Their first 3 singles, number 1 singles, knocked the Kinks, the Beatles and the Rolling Stones off the top of the charts. And as a Melburnian, I'm quite proud of them. So I'm learning more about them. So like I said, they were always in the background and I was aware of them. I knew the singles, but I'd never actually listened to their albums. I didn't know a lot about their history. I didn't appreciate a lot of the things that they did. One of the things that they actually did a free concert in Melbourne at the Sydney Myer Music Bowl, and 200,000 people showed up, and that's where you see a lot of the footage of Georgie Girl with her in the green dress is from that performance. And I'm wondering how many people are going to show up at the state funeral. I mean, there are going to be a lot of people wanting to pay respects and everything, and it's a nice way to show respect for her. And I'm just looking forward to listening to their albums now, and sort of this is one of the things that happens when an artist passes, that brings more attention or renewed attention to their career, and a lot of people who hadn't found them discover them and then get to explore their work. And I sort of look forward to the fact that I have all their albums to look forward to. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.